Etymology and historical origin of the baby name Alfredo. Alfredo is the Italian, Spanish and Portuguese form of the English masculine name Alfred, Alfred. The name is comprised of the Old English elements elf meaning elf, one with supernatural powers, and raid which means to counsel. Alfred is one of those few English forenames that both predated and survived the Norman conquest of 1066. The endurance of Alfred as an English name is owed in part to the 9th century King of England, Alfred the Great, 849 to 899. He became the King of Wessex at the age of 22 during a period of history when those pesky Danes were attempting to invade southern England. After a series of battles, Alfred was able to unite the whole of England in a successful defense and became the first king of the Anglo-Saxons. The Great moniker would be bestowed upon him centuries later, the only English monarch to achieve such a status. Illiterate at first, Alfred became a self-taught scholar and translated Latin books into Olde English. He is also considered the father of the English Navy because he built a fleet of ships to prevent future invasions. Due to his enduring fame and prominent place in English history, the persistence of the name Alfred after the Norman invasion can be owed to him. At the end of the Middle Ages, the name would become rare until a later revival in the 19th century. The Italians, Spanish and Portuguese translate the name into Alfredo, which is often shortened to the pet form Fredo. Personality of the boy named Alfredo. The number 7 personality is deeply mystical and highly in tune with their spirituality. They operate on a different wavelength than the average Joe. Spending time alone comes easily to 7s, as it gives them time to contemplate philosophical, religious and spiritual ideas in an effort to find real truth. 7s are wise, but often exude mystery as if they are tapped into something the rest of us don't understand. They love the outdoors and are fed by nature. 7s are constantly seeking to understand human nature, our place in the universe, and the mystery of life in general. This makes them quite artistic and poetic, but they are also keen observers with high intellect, so they are equally scientific-minded. 7s are charitable and care deeply about the human condition. Popularity of the boy named Alfredo. Alfredo has maintained a spot on the U.S. popularity charts since the late 19th century. At first, the usage of the name was probably influenced by Italian Americans during the greatest surge of Italian immigration into the United States, 1880 to 1914. The name slowly but steadily improved in usage as the decades progressed into the 20th century. Eventually, the sustained growth of Spanish-speaking Americans would lend their influence to the name. Alfredo has never reached anything beyond moderate popularity. The name reached its peak usage during the 1980s, which is right about the time that Alfredo surpassed his English counterpart, Alfred, on the American male naming charts. Still more popular than Alfred, Alfredo does appear to be waning as more and more of the second and third generation Hispanic/Latino Americans are leaving their native names behind in favor of the naming trends dictated by the country as a whole. Alfredo is a charming name, although many people associate it with the pasta sauce. One interesting factoid, Alfredo is the birth name of the talented actor Al Pacino. The name's etymology, elf counsel, gives the name a sagacious and erudite quality. It's also a number 7 in numerology, which is the mystical number, also in keeping with Alfredo's root meaning. Quick facts on Alfredo. Gender, boy. Origin, Italian. Number of syllables, 3. Ranking popularity, 503. Pronunciation, Alfredo. Simple meaning, elf counsel. Characteristics of Alfredo. Solitary, philosophical, wise, imaginative, eccentric, mystical, intuitive. Cultural references to the baby name Alfredo.